Good morning children. How are you all? Hope you all are doing good. So today we are going to start the notes. Okay. So in the last class we have ended with the chapter lesson number 4 Ancient Civilization. So I have completed the explanation of the chapter lesson number 4 Ancient Civilization. Is it children? So we have learned about various civilization, that is Egyptian civilization, Mesopotamian civilization, Chinese civilization, Greek civilization, Rome civilization and Harappan civilization, is it? And some of the important and famous kings of these civilization, is it children? And we have also learned some of the contributions of these civilizations to the world, is it? So now today in this session we are going to start the notes of this chapter. Okay, so today I am not going to write it on the board. I am going to show the notes through the PPT presentation. Okay children, so you will look into that and copy them in your classwork neatly. So shall we start writing the notes? Okay children, now we are going to write the notes. So it is in history part. So everyone open your classwork and write down lesson number 4 Ancient Civilizations. Okay, write down lesson number 4. The chapter name is Ancient Civilization. So first we are going to start writing in the textbook exercises. Okay, first we will start from textbook exercises. So we will move on. So first main is fill in the blanks. Okay, first main, fill in the blanks. The first question: Egyptian civilization was born on the banks of the river dash. The answer is Nile. Okay, Egyptian civilization was born on the banks of the river Nile. So you all know Nile is the longest river in the world. Is it children? So we'll move on to the second question. The pharaoh who built a big pyramid at Giza was dash. The answer is Khufu. So the pharaoh who built a big pyramid at Giza was Khufu. So the kings of Egypt were called as pharaoh. Okay, so pharaoh means king. So the pharaoh who built a big pyramid at Giza was Khufu. Okay, so the third question: dash is the first civilization of the ancient world. The answer is Egypt. Egypt is the first civilization of the ancient world. Okay, so we all know Egyptian civilization is the first civilization of the ancient world. Okay, next we'll move on to the fourth question. The statue with the body of a lion and the head of a man is called dash. The answer is Sphinx. Okay, the statue with the body of a lion and the head of a man is called Sphinx. So Sphinx is one of the most attractive Egyptian architecture. Okay, Sphinx, the statue of Sphinx is one of the most attractive architecture. Okay, Egyptian architecture. So the statue of the Sphinx is, the statue is with the body of a lion and the head of a man. Okay, so it is called as Sphinx. Okay children, write down neatly. Shall I move on to the next? So the next question, number 5. Ashurbanipal built a library in dash. The answer is Nineveh. Okay, Ashurbanipal built a library in Nineveh. So Ashurbanipal is a king, is the last king of Assyrians. Okay, so he defeated the Hittites and he was the last great king of Assyrians. Okay, so Ashurbanipal built a library in Nineveh. So you all know the Mesopotamian civilization were ruled by Sumerians, Assyrians, Babylonians, Hittites and Neo-Babylonians. So Ashurbanipal was the last great king of Assyrians. Okay, next we'll move on to the sixth question. Sumerians wrote in dash script. So it is cuneiform. Okay, Sumerians wrote in cuneiform script. So cuneiform is the system of writing on wet clay slates. Okay, so cuneiform is a writing script on wet clay slates. Okay, so Sumerians wrote in cuneiform script. Okay, children, next we'll move on to the seventh question. Dash was the first king to enforce code of laws. So it is Hammurabi. Okay, Hammurabi was the first king to enforce code of laws. So Hammurabi was one of the famous king of Babylonians. Okay, he was the famous king of Babylonians. He was famous for his code of laws. So his code of laws was based on ideas like an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. Okay, children, so Hammurabi was the first king to enforce code of laws. Next, we'll move on to the eighth question. The trade route between China and Rome was known as the Silk Route. Okay, so the question is, the trade route between China and Rome was known as the Silk Route. So there was a great demand for silk in Rome. Okay, so there was a great demand for silk in Rome. As a result, the trade between China and Rome became famous as the Silk Route. Okay, so there was a great demand for silk in Rome. As a result, the trade between China and Rome became famous as the Silk Route. Okay, so next we'll move on to the ninth question. Chinese wrote in dash script. The answer is pictographic. Okay, Chinese wrote in pictographic script. So they used to write on bamboo slips vertically from top to bottom. Okay, so Chinese wrote in pictographic script. They used bamboo slips. Okay, they used to write on bamboo slips vertically from top to bottom. Okay, children, write down neatly. So shall I move on to the next one? Okay. So the 10th question. Dash was harbor in the Harappan civilization. The answer is Lothal. So Lothal was the harbor in the Harappan civilization. So harbor means it is the place where on the coast where ships seeks shelter. Okay, so Lothal was the harbor in the Harappan civilization. Okay. So next we'll move on to the 11th question. The Mesopotamians called the Harappan civilization as dash. So the Mesopotamians called the Harappan civilization as Meluha. So Harappans had trade relationships with Mesopotamians. So they called this civilization as Meluha. Okay, Harappans had trade relationship with Mesopotamians. So they called this civilization as Meluha. Okay. So the next 12th question. Dash goddesses was worshipped by the Harappans. That is, goddesses Pashupati. Pashupati goddesses was worshipped by the Harappans. Okay, so not only the Pashupati, they were also worshipping people and neem trees, sun, fire, earth, and water and snakes were also worshipped. Okay, not only Pashupati, they worshipped even people and neem trees, sun, fire, earth, water, and snakes were also worshipped. Okay, by the Harappans. So here we completed the fill in the blanks of first main. Copy down neatly, children, without making any mistake. So now we have completed the first main, fill in the blanks. Okay. So now we will move on to the second main. So second main, match the following. Okay. Second main, match the following. Children, here I have written the question and the direct answer. Okay, the question and it is the direct answers. Okay, so first question, Athens. Athens, the answer is city-states. Athens was an ideal city-state and had democracy. So it was a city-state of Greek civilization. Athens is a city-state of Greek civilization, was an ideal city-state and had democracy. Okay. So next, second question, Plato. The answer is academy. Okay. So you all know there was Socrates was a renowned philosopher of Greek civilization. His student and follower was Plato. Okay. So Socrates was a renowned Greek philosopher and his student and follower was Plato. So Plato established an educational institution called academy. Okay, so Plato academy is an educational institution which was established by Plato. Okay, so next we'll move on to the third question, Pericles. The answer is Temple of Parthenon. Okay, the Temple of Parthenon, which was built by Pericles, is the best example of Greek architecture. Okay, so the Temple of Parthenon is one of the best example of Greek architecture which was built by Pericles. Okay, children. Next we'll move on to the fourth question, Alexander. The answer is King of Macedonia. So Alexander was a great conqueror. Okay, at the age of 20, he set out to conquer the whole world. He built the city of Alexandria in Egypt. Okay, so Alexander was the king of Macedonia. Okay, children. Next we'll move on to the fifth question, Aeschylus. Aeschylus, the answer is Greek dramatist. So Aeschylus is a Greek dramatist. They have immensely contributed to the world of literature. Okay, Aeschylus have immensely contributed to the world of literature. Okay, children, copy down. Next, we'll move on to the next question. Next question, sixth question. It is Rome. Rome, the answer is Tiber River. So Rome was flourished. Roman civilization was flourished on the bank of river Tiber. Okay. So next we'll move on to the seventh question. Augustus Caesar. The answer is Golden Age of Rome. So Augustus Caesar became the most powerful man in the Roman Empire. Okay, Augustus Caesar became the most powerful man in the Roman Empire. His period is known as the Golden Age of Rome. Okay, during the period of Augustus Caesar, it was called as the Golden Age of Rome. Okay. Next, we'll move on to the eighth question, Pliny. The answer is natural history. So Pliny wrote the encyclopedia known as natural history. So natural history is the encyclopedia which was written by Pliny. Okay. Next, ninth question. Galen. Galen, the answer is Roman surgeon. So Galen is the Roman surgeon. Okay, during the Roman civilization. Next, 10th question. Colosseum. Answer is Roman sculpture. Okay, Colosseum. It is a Roman sculpture. This Colosseum means it is an open circular or oval building. Okay, with a central space surrounded by tiers of seats for spectators for the presentation of dramatic or sporting events. Okay children, now you all have seen we have seen the cricket ground, right? So there will be the seats around. It is in an oval shape, right? So we can see, there is a seats also. We can sit there and watch. Okay, so it was for the presentation of dramatic or sporting events. So they were conducting some sporting events or dramas. Okay, so they can watch, they can sit and there watch. So Colosseum is the open circular or oval building with a central space surrounded by tiers of seats for spectators for the presentation of dramatic or sporting events. So it was one of the very good example for the Roman architecture. So Colosseum is one of the best example for the Roman architecture. Okay children, so here we have completed the textbook exercises. First main is fill in the blanks and the second is match the following. Okay, write down neatly. Okay children. So you all have noted down the notes, is it children? So here we have completed the textbook exercise. First main fill in the blanks, 12 fill in the blanks and the 10 match the following. So write it neatly in your classwork. So here I am winding up the session, and in the next class we are going to continue the notes and we are writing answer the following. Okay children. So here I am winding up the session. So thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.